back to the panel. As it always happens, there's a time that your career comes to an end. And looking at our list, I'm sure there's some players, some fans out there do disagree that they're going to be on the list. So for the list that we have this year, I'm going to go around the panel just to get to know who is on their last legs. Whom do you think, 2 players that you think, if they don't improve next year, I think it's about time we actually say goodbye to them. Rob, I'll start with you.
I think easily my first would have to be Fraser McInnes. I can't believe that this bloke's still on our list, to be perfectly honest. I know he's probably still around 23 or something like that, but I suspect if he wasn't related to somebody club-wise, he would have been gone long ago, like a lot of other blokes. And look, second, and I don't like to say this, but I think Chris Masten's on his last legs with us. If he doesn't improve over the next year, then he'll definitely be gone at the end of 2018.
Thank you.
I tend to agree with Fraser McInnes. I think he's been at the club the same length of time as McGovern and Gaff and all that. He just really hasn't come on. I don't think he's the sort of player that the club thought he would be, and I personally think he's been a massive disappointment because a player of his height should be best 22 by now. And I think another one is someone that we've mentioned a little bit earlier, but Malcom Karpany. I think he's been on the list for a few years now, and we're not blessed with a lot of small forwards, but I feel he hasn't developed to the standards that we need from a small forward. He's played 4 games in 5 years, had that really good game against the Western Bulldogs, and you think, all right, he's got something here, but he didn't go on with it.
Yeah, I agree with both what Rob and Dylan have said. It's funny that we say McInnes, but he had his best year this year at waffle level with the FD Book medal. And maybe that's where he is and that's where he stays. Without stating the obvious, like Mackenzie's got 1 year left in him, so I'm not going to include him. Look, it's hard for me to say this, but like one of my favourite players is Schofield, and if he doesn't give it a chance, I think he's going to found that he's going to not be on the list because you've got to either find a spot for him and play him because he's too good a player not to be playing. And I was going to say Karpany. I've always been big on why he's on the list, and the obvious one is LeCras.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard to nominate club greats and some of your favourite players, but yeah, I'm with LeCras. I just look at it, we've all spoke about getting Liam Ryan, things like that, but you just look at our list right now, even before the draft. You've got Rioli, Waterman, they're both forwards. I'd love to see him get a game. Him being there even this year, I think, is stifling our development for the future because I don't see him being in our next premiership side because I'd say he's only got a year left in him. And sorry, McInnes, I feel like we're all put you on the chopping block here, mate. Love to catch up with a pint with you one day, maybe. But you're my number 2, mate. So.
Yeah, Lecker. To be honest, I was surprised he got another year. I don't know whether he got that other year to help keep the development of Rioli and such going. But yeah, I don't see him being there at the end of next year. I really don't think he'll get a contract, especially if he plays like he did this year. Maybe Masten or McInnes. I mean, McInnes has done nothing. I just want Masten to get out of that deer in the headlights thing. I just can't get past that with him. He's just panics too much.
Now, I'm sure most of you are not going to agree with me, and I'll be very surprised if Rioli plays more than 5 games next year. Yeah. I'll be very surprised. Everybody is talking about Rioli, raving about Rioli, but the reason I think why LeCras is there is because I don't think the club, and even outside, they've got the confidence that Rioli is going to be the person the name is. So I know most of you will throw it back to me.
Do you know something we don't know?
I don't know anything that anyone doesn't know because looking from outside, IFA has become a very fitness-based game. So if you cannot run, do the defense and offense, and I don't think with where he is on the fitness level, he will be able to do both of them.
But I'm saying that he did drop 16 kilos to get drafted, and I'd love to be that fat. Like, I really would love to be as fat as Willie Rioli. Everyone carries on about him being chubby and all the rest of it. But what Rioli hasn't, the only one Rioli I've ever seen play football, maybe Cyril, and that that's it. I was going to say Nathan for some reason. But him, look at Dean Rioli, play for Bombers. He was chubby as.
But you got to remember that was a different game plan. That was long time ago.
The thing with Rioli, from what I've heard, is he has gone home, but he's been working on that fitness side of him. As what I've gathered is he's lost about 3 or 4 kilos already this off season. So he's got the endeavour to make this work, and I think if he continues to work with that, and we're bashing him, but someone like LeCras to teach him how to make it at AFL footy, I think will help him immensely.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's why I think LeCras, the sole reason LeCras got an extra year on his contract
More of a
was more of a guidance, mentor type of role.
Yeah, I agree with everything. I just hope there's one kid that gets given a chance this year. I know we're talking about people not get given a chance. We haven't spoken about him once, and that's Francis Watson. The super freak. Now, what he did in JLT series last year, I just went, why he was not upgraded was beyond me. This year, the rookie things, you don't have to be upgraded. He's still on the rookie list. That guy is a superstar in waiting. He's got Adam Goods written all over him, smaller version of him. Hope he gets given a go. Hope he doesn't get put on the back bench and then offloaded at the end of the season. So
One of our best players against GWS too in that GLT series. I fortunately couldn't watch it, didn't have Foxtel back then, but I listened to it on the radio and they kept saying Watson. I was like, Watson? Who's Watson? And then, I kept a close eye on him after that. And, another one sadly got injured a lot this year.
And even the players rate him so highly. Like, I've read articles on him and players have spoken about him and they just build him up. So I can't wait to see him get out there. Even Venables I really want to see out there.
It's very hard to predict a season, but as Eagles supporter, and I'm talking on behalf of you all guys, I'm sure we're very excited to see what the list is going to be after drafting and going from there. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to catch up with you soon.
Thanks.
Ta.